Oh.
Who did this? Joe Burrow?
What's Gary Gulman threw me against the wall?
It was over.
What was the story with that? What did you do? I mean, assuming, I'm not saying it's your fault that he threw you against the wall, but I am assuming you might have said something or crossed a line.
No, that was when, remember that whole year he was giving writing tips?
Oh, yeah.
So something happened. I was supposed to like be out of town with Louis, and then Louis canceled the gig. I was supposed to be out of town like Valentine's Day. I was supposed to be like in Chicago at Zany's or something with Louis. And then last second, Louis canceled it. So instead of making money in Chicago, which is a fine town, and not have to worry about Valentine's Day, getting my wife a present, because if I'm not there, I can't be like, she's like, what are you gonna do for me? Be like, well, I'm doing it. I'm making money so I can pay the bills, etc. She can't get mad if I'm working, right?
Right.
So I wasn't working. So now I got to worry about Valentine's Day and getting a gift. And I just had it. So, and I saw Gary Gulman, another tweet. I thought he was just going to do it for a month. And then, the month of January, but then he was I'm like, he's going to do it every day for the whole year. So then I retweeted one of his writing tip for Valentine's Day. And I said, this guy's a violent motherfucker. Everybody hates him, blah, blah, blah. The things everybody says about him behind his back. And so then it kind of went nuts on Twitter. And then I went to the Cellar. He just blocked me on Twitter. Then I went to the Cellar. Oh, then I think I went on Jim and Sam, and I was saying some more stuff there. And then I went to the Cellar. And he was on stage. I was next. And the Cellar's like real small. So, and when you go to the bathroom, you have to walk right through the middle of the room. So he's on stage before me. I'm walking through. He stops his show and just stares at me. So then, so I go to the bathroom. I come back out. He stops the show again.
Like he's a Vietnam veteran with PTSD flashbacks.
Yeah, no, like he's such a dick and such a bully. He's like, he's a big guy. So if somebody in the audience says something to him, he'll be like, "You want to fight?" He's just such a douche. So on the way out, on the way past, I got to go out again, and so then I'm next. So he gets off stage. He comes over to me, just walks up to me, and then he starts shaking my hand. But he's not talking. He's just looking at me and shaking my hand. And I was like,
weird.
Okay. And then I went up on stage and then I left through the like the cellar door at the Cellar, that exit where they make the people leave when the show's over. They have an exit door. It's like anyway, it doesn't matter where it was. But anyway, I didn't want to go upstairs and like make a big confrontation upstairs because again, nobody really is supporting me at that point. All the other Jews are gonna not support me. All the Sam Morrells, the Estes, the Noms. And then a couple of maybe a week passed or something, and then I'm at the Village Underground, and I'm again right before I go on, and I go to the bathroom as my ritual, and he follows, and maybe he figured out my pattern right before the show, before I do my set. He wasn't on this show, but anyway, I'm in the bathroom. I think I come out of the bathroom, or no, I was in the bathroom. I think I came out of the stall because they only have stalls there at the Village Underground bathroom because you need to be able to do coke down there. And he comes bursting into the bathroom. It just holds me up against the wall. And I don't know. I think he might have said something, but they had a bathroom attendant right there, and he broke it up. And then Liz, the manager, like she's like, what the fuck did she blame me? Of course. And then the manager who was running the room goes, 2 minutes. He said, because the other comic got 2 minutes. So they tell the next comic. So people listen. I'm not telling Liam, but then they tell the next comic. Basically, he got the light. So I go, I'm not going on. He goes, why? I go, I just got attacked. Like he knew I got attacked.
Right.
So I said, wait, you want me to go on? I just got attacked by a fucking gigantic Jew. And you want me to go up there and be funny? Should I talk about how I just got attacked? So then I walked upstairs. I think Liz, one of the managers was like, let's go out the back way at the Village Underground. They have a back way that nobody really uses, but there's a back way. And so I'm like, no. And I heard Liz and Gary Gulman upstairs laughing. So I go, no. I want to see what they're laughing at.
Oh, God.
So Gary Gulman's sitting there upstairs at the Village Underground. Basically, it's not a room. It's just where you walk into and he said something like he said, he goes, you're a fucking asshole. And I go, and all I said was, you're a Jew. And he tried to attack me again.
Wow.
Is that an insult, Liam, to say someone's a Jew? That's like a nationality it's a nationality and a religion. How can he take it that way? I knew he would. I knew what I'm dealing with. I knew he would.
Well, the thing is, the word Jew is not an insult, but when you say Jew, you add that extra syllable to it.
I don't. I just said, you're a Jew.
It's a slur.
I know he's all defensive about being a Jew, so I said it.
So this all started because you were like talking shit about him on Jim and Sam.
No, it started with the tweet. The tweet started it. But I was sick of him giving writing tips. It's like he's going to give a writing tip every day for a whole year. There's not that many writing tips. Like Ray says, pick up a pen.
Yeah. Well, this might make you mad. I knew I had friends who were trying to be comics in New York who really actually appreciated the writing tips that he was tweeting because they were trying to figure it out. They were trying to figure out how to do stand-up comedy.
Who was?
I had a couple friends who were trying to do stand-up comedy, and who they would read Gary Gulman's Twitter every day and just kind of like they appreciated that they were getting advice from a more experienced comedian.
Right.
I'm sorry, KB. I know this. I know that makes you. I know this.
I'm gonna break my computer to stick it to me. I'm gonna be. He's like the what's that guy who used to turn green?
Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, he gets so mad he can't even see straight. But again, all the way there's so many stories. Waitresses hate him. No, you know where it started? Oh yeah, I know where it started. What time he's at the Village Underground? I'm next. Gary Gulman says he goes. He does the thing where they have the microphone and you slap your leg with it.
Yeah.
The
whole thing.
Yeah. So he goes. I don't do a lot of impressions, but I just did one. Who? Anybody know who I'm doing? And of course, they don't know what the fuck he's talking about. They're all fucking tourists. And he goes, no, it's Dave Chappelle. He goes, the worst thing about the Dave Chappelle show is it gave us Neil Brennan.
Ooh.
So I'm next. So again, I don't even really defend Neil for the most part, but so even Sam Morrell comes up to me. He goes, does he know you're next? I go, yeah, I don't know. But it's still weird that again, the crowd doesn't know who Neil Brennan is, but the next comic is Kevin Brennan. So I don't say anything. But I'm like a baseball player. He's the baseball player. They tell you like they never forget. So at some point, I'm gonna throw a pitch at his head.
Right.
I just made a mental note.
Yeah. You're like, I might not see this guy until Detroit 2026, but I remember.
Right. But he's a dick. He came in high with the cleats. So I'll get him the next time I get a chance. So again, I was like, I didn't address it when he said about the Neil Brennan stuff. But I mean, the fact that I was next, but Gary Gulman's like, hey, I'm big. No one's going to challenge me. I'm a Jew. And that's what I said to Noam. I said, Noam, I know you're going to take, once me and Gary Gulman got into the fracas, as I call it, fricassee, chicken fricassee. Noam's like, sit down. I want to talk to you. And I said, I know you're going to take his side. I know how the tribe is going to vote. And Noam thought that was like the funniest thing. I go, I'm not even being funny. I know what's going to happen. I know between you and SD, I know what's going to happen. But again, he started all. I told Noam that, and I said, and then Liz was there to meet general manager, and Liz, she did my show, so we were friendly. She's like, yeah, he did do the thing about Neil Brennan, but I don't know if that was a bit that he was working on. He doesn't do it all the time. But I'm like, yeah, but he did it that time, and it was inappropriate. And again, you can say whatever the fuck you want, but so can I.